before Sabka Saath, Sabka Vaccine, that's Vaccine for All, that kicks in tomorrow. May the 1st is when 18 and above persons in India are eligible to get their vaccines. I'm introducing you to 6 reporters across our 6 metropolitan cities. Aishwarya Paliwal reporting from Delhi, Saurabh Vaktania reporting from Mumbai, Akshay Anath is with us from Chennai, Prema Rajaram reporting from Kolkata, Nolan Pinto from Bengaluru and Ashish from the city of Hyderabad. Before I go to our reporters who are representing the 6 metros where we've got millions of viewers who are tuning in right now, waiting to see whether and if they will get an appointment and whether they'll get their jab tomorrow or in the first few days starting tomorrow. Before that, let's give you vaccine data of the Delhi doses. 38,40,710 doses have been administered in Delhi, so have been received by Delhi so far. The number of doses consumed is 32,77,716, which entails a wastage of 3.96. So 3.96% of all vaccines given to Delhi have been wasted so far. Similar, take a look at the numbers in Maharashtra. Large number received, large number consumed, wastage reported 0.22%, far less than Delhi, but still there is wastage being taking place there. Tamil Nadu, take a look at what it looks like. 65 lakh doses of vaccine have been received in total. 62 lakh, almost 63 lakh have been consumed. Wastage reported is very, very high. One of the highest in the country, if not the highest. 8.83% of vaccines delivered to Tamil Nadu have actually been wasted. Look at West Bengal. Large number. There again, the wastage reported is about 2.36%. Again, not very healthy, but certainly nowhere near as high as Tamil Nadu. Karnataka, number of doses received compared to the number of doses consumed means a wastage of just 0.14%. Karnataka has one of the lowest wastage rates in the country at this point of time. And finally, Telangana also has a fairly relatively low wastage reported rate of about 0.53%. Now let's go straight to our reporters. 6 metros, 6 reporters where most of our viewers are from. Starting with you, Aishwarya, the Delhi government has made it pretty clear that the shortage in vaccines and the arrangements mean that most people won't be able to get their vaccines tomorrow or may not be even in the first few days. What can you share with our viewers from Delhi, 18 and above viewers from Delhi, Aishwarya?
Well, Shiv, very clearly, the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal today in a press conference said he does not want people to be queuing outside vaccination centers because he said that the government does not have adequate number of vaccine shots, which clearly means if you are a citizen of Delhi, only if you have an appointment should you be going outside the vaccination centers. Also, just go at the time permitted, but don't be disappointed if you don't get the vaccine. There are high chances for people in the national capital 18 years above of age to not get the vaccination shot because the government is saying they are still awaiting the stock from both SII as well as Bharat Biotech. However,
yes,
the Chief Minister has promised the citizens that in the next 3 months, everyone eligible will be vaccinated. It might just take a few more days, but tomorrow, no need to queue outside vaccination centers. Okay,
so this is very important. Listening to what our reporters are saying, it's important that people shouldn't crowd vaccination centers on the 1st of May itself. There are going to be bottlenecks and teething troubles, and it will take a few days, but begin the process of registration. Saurabh, what's it looking like in Mumbai? Maharashtra has had relatively less, vaccine wastage compared to many other places, but there is a very, very serious shortage there. What can you tell the people of Mumbai, the youngsters especially of Mumbai, who are waiting to go out and get vaccinated?
Absolutely, Shiv, and most of them have already registered. But the officials have clearly said, Shiv, that for 18 to 44, vaccination drive is not going to start very soon. Forget about the normal vaccination. Let me tell you, till Sunday, all the vaccination centers are completely shut down. Yesterday, Maharashtra Health Minister Rajesh Tope clearly said that they need 12 crore dosage, but from yesterday, from Serum Institute, they have got a reply that only 3 lakh doses can be administered to them. And this 3 lakh doses for Mumbai, it's like that can get over within half the day. So now what the government and BMC officials have clearly told that till the time you don't get yourself registered, and there will be a message will be given out to you, only then you come out. And they have also said that for 18 to 44, they cannot start vaccination drive for another 1 week. There is a heavy backlog already. The second dose for the above 45-year-old, that is still pending. So that will be completed, and when they get sufficient amount of vaccine, only then they can start 18 to 44 age group vaccination drive.
So definitely not in the first week is what the Maharashtra government has basically said. So once again, the message is very clear. Expect things to be delayed when you register. Don't expect things to suddenly fall into place. Before I go to Akshaya, who's standing by in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, a state which has otherwise performed relatively well compared to other states as far as the second wave is concerned. But when it comes to vaccine use, Tamil Nadu is among the worst states with over 8% wastage reported. Before I go to Akshaya, here's our conversation with the Health Secretary of Tamil Nadu right just now. Just an hour ago, we spoke to him. Here's what he told us.
So we're seeing that from tomorrow onwards, May 1st onwards, vaccination is open for 18 and above. But what is the situation in the state of Tamil Nadu, sir? Are we prepared for that?
See, let me be very honest to you, is that, Government of India has given a plan, and we have also, Honorable CM has said that, we should provide it free, and we have placed, he has directed us to place orders for 1.5 crore doses, 1.25 crore Covishield and 25 lakh Covaxin. However, the fact is that, the state's allocation has been somewhere around 1/10 of this overall state's order, and we are not sure, despite placing orders, whether we will get it tomorrow. So that is why we were very honest to the people, because there should not be, and again it is based on registering in the app. So since there are a lot of confusion going around, so we have said that while 45 and above will continue, only when we get concrete information about supply, we will come and tell people about when the actual vaccination between 18 to 44 will start.
And sir, is there a tentative timing when that will happen? So for sure, from May 1st, 18 and above will not start vaccinating?
It will be difficult to start. All processes are there. Government of India is also coordinating. The moment we get concrete information of supply, because this is at a different rates and charges. So it cannot be mixed up with 45 and above. And again, we cannot do it as a free for all. They have to register. So there are a number of permutations and combinations involved. So as and when we get real clarity, we will come out open in the press rather than allow people to speculate. Todanguma, todangada. Tomorrow will it start or not? So since we are very sure that within half a day we are not capable, despite best efforts, we may not be given even the smaller quantity which the Government of India has allocated to the state for this kind of direct state purchase approach. We are very frank to the media today morning.
Akshaya, from your conversation with the Health Secretary, it seems pretty clear that there are going to be, some speed bumps in Chennai and Tamil Nadu as well. Quite apart from the fact that Tamil Nadu has this very dubious distinction, sad to say, of being one of the biggest wasters of vaccine.
Well, yes, Shiv. That in the state of Tamil Nadu, not just the COVID vaccine, but earlier also the drive for polio and various other vaccines have also seen similar, where they don't come forward to take the vaccine immediately, and they are a little laid back when it comes to vaccination, and that is exactly the problem that the state of Tamil Nadu is currently facing. We're seeing that around 1 lakh people is the tentative number of people getting vaccinated. In between, we had seen that there was an increase in number of people going forward to get vaccinated, but a couple of popular actors' death had once again brought in doubts among the people, but the state government is trying to rectify that as well. Meanwhile, what we're seeing is 18 and above age group will not start getting vaccinated from the 1st of May, is what the state government has made very clear right now. On the registration portal, it's evident that people who are trying to get registered are not able to do so because there is not sufficient number of vaccine doses currently available, and those that are available are only for 45 years and above. So the state government is going to wait, and only after the sufficient stock comes back will they give a date on which vaccination drive will start for 18 and plus here in the state of Tamil Nadu.
So this is the wait and watch policy to make sure that stocks are adequate to get people to come out and vaccinate is something that clearly applies across the board to all of our metropolitan cities. Now going across to Kolkata, which like Chennai is also on the threshold of a big counting day. Prema, what's it looking like there? It's been a season of plentiful vaccine politics, extremely busy weekend as well for all of you in West Bengal. Tomorrow, Vaccination for All opens. The next day, there is the big results day. But what's it looking like? Is it a similar situation in Kolkata as well?
Amidst the elections, amidst the rising cases, there is good news that the vaccination drive will open for those above 18. But in West Bengal, it was not expected from May 1st, and it was from May 5th that the hospitals had said they would open the vaccination for those above 18. However, the state government had written to the private hospitals saying they have to give back the existing number of vials or vaccines that they have by the end of today, 30th April. And from 1st May, if anybody wants to go for the first dose of the vaccine, be it anybody above 18, who's 45 years old, anybody above 45 or senior citizens, they will only be able to get this at government hospitals. So there is going to be a huge rush at government hospitals, and this is the time to tell people, whether it's 18 and above, that it will take some time, but the good news is that the vaccine for all is now available. There will be teething problems, but first, it's the private hospitals reaching out to the government, asking them for a way forward to see how they can procure the vaccines directly from the manufacturers in a seamless manner. Back to you.
Okay, Prema, absolutely. Now going from Kolkata to Hyderabad, India Today's Ashish Pandey, in fact, has just spoken to the Health Minister of Telangana for more on that. Let's listen to that, then we'll go to Ashish.
सर रजिस्ट्रेशन शुरू हो चुका है कोविन पे तेलंगाना गवर्नमेंट कैसे प्रिपेयर कर रही है हम देख रहे हैं कि गवर्नमेंट लगातार कॉन्टिन्यूसली टच में है सीरम इंस्टीट्यूट के भारत बायोटेक के कैसे प्रिपरेशन कैसे है और कितना प्रिक्वायरमेंट का आप लोग रिक्वायरमेंट है कैसे इसको लेके आगे जा रहे हैं
एक्चुअली तेलंगाना का जो पॉपुलेशन है 18 to 44 ईयर्स का 1.75 करोड़ है इसको 2 डोजेस लेने देना बोलते 3.5 करोड़ का रिक्वायरमेंट है यहाँ पे हमारा सीएम साहब ने सीएस को आदेश किया था वो भारत बायोटेक से और जो कंपनी से सीरम इंस्टीट्यूट का भी हो जो भी हो वो बातचीत हो रहा है वो लोग कैसा देता वो प्लान के हिसाब से हम कैसा ग्राउंड पे करना मुल्क को वो करने के लिए हम तैयार हैं
कब तक उम्मीद है सर वैक्सीन के फ्रेश डोजेस जो आपके परचेज डोजेस होंगे प्राइवेट कंपनी से मिलेंगे आपको और कितना इनिशियली आप चाहते हैं कि आपको मिले
हमारा पास डेली 10 लाख डोसेस देने का कैपेसिटी है 10 लाख कैपेसिटी है मगर कितना देता कितना अंदाज़ा मिलता वो हिसाब से प्लानिंग करेंगे मगर अभी तक 1.65 1.7 तक भी वैक्सीन करे थे 2 लाख 3 लाख भी कर सकते वो क्या कैसा मिलेगा वो हिसाब से करेंगे कब से करना भी हमारा हाथ को आने के बाद वैक्सीन हमारा हाथ को आने के बाद वैक्सीन का शेड्यूल रिलीज़ होने के बाद पूरा हमारा को समाचार मिलने के बाद हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ने के बाद शुरू करेंगे
Ashish, how's it looking like for the people of Hyderabad, the 18 to 44 age group that's going to be eligible for vaccination for tomorrow? We've just heard from the Health Minister as well.
Yes, Shiv, like Health Minister is mentioning that so far the state government has not received any doses or any lot of vaccine from either Serum Institute, Pune-based Serum Institute or Hyderabad-based Bharat Biotech. And so far there is no certainty, no clarity whether the government will able to launch the vaccination drive from tomorrow. Remember, Telangana government has announced free vaccination for all 18 to 45 year of age population. But they are waiting for the consignment when they'll receive the consignment from either Bharat Biotech or Serum Institute. Then only they'll start preparing and start administering this vaccine. Similarly, in the neighboring state of Andhra Pradesh, their Chief Minister Y. Jagannath Reddy in fact held a review meeting and discussed the preparation of vaccination drive. And there, in fact, the health authorities clearly said that they expect that after September only, there is a chance of pre-vaccination drive, particularly for the age group of 18 to 45. They believe that around September, the state government will have sufficient requirement and sufficient quantity of dose,
Okay.
and then they'll also start a free vaccination, mega free vaccination drive in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay, and finally, the city of Bengaluru, Karnataka, Nolan, enjoys the distinction of having one of the lowest vaccine wastage rates, which is actually a big thing given the shortage of vaccines we have in the country right now. But is Karnataka going to be able to vaccinate from tomorrow in any meaningful manner?
Well, Shiv, this morning, Health Minister Dr. K. Sudhakar very clearly stated he's requested people, those who have registered in the ages of 18 to 44, to kindly refrain from actually heading to any of the hospitals, because he says that the stock that they expected to arrive either today or tonight will not be coming. He has actually come out with a request to the government of India to intervene and support the state of Karnataka to get these vaccines fast because of the surge in the number of cases and also the active positive cases here. So according to the government, vaccination drive for those in the ages of 45 and above will continue. Again, Shiv, it's not in private hospitals because there are no vaccines. The vaccine stock got completely depleted in private hospitals, say about a week and a half ago. So it's only in government hospitals as of now that people, if they want to get their first or their second dose above the age of 45, and here too the stock is depleting. So the age of 18 to 44, they'll have to wait. The government will intimate them and it will go about in a phased manner.
Nolan, thanks very much for joining me, and thanks to all of our reporters as well who will continue to be on the front lines of the COVID fight. A big new chapter begins tomorrow, Vaccine 3.0, Sabka Saath Sabka Vaccine. But we've just given you a full reality check of how it's not going to be easy at all. There's a very good chance most will not be able to get their vaccination starting May the 1st, may not even be for the first couple of weeks, but it will happen. It has to happen because failure is not an option. So as we always say here on India Today, please don't stop yourself from registering. Whatever bottlenecks and roadblocks there are, they will be sorted out at some point. We are continuing to put pressure on the government, but you shouldn't stop yourself from registering and getting in line digitally for your vaccine shot. Quick break here on 5 Live. On the other side,